All right, so this session is being recorded. I'm here with Gary, and we are on our second community board, and we have a few topics to discuss. Last week, we made some decisions. This included the marketing budget was approved, and we did some marketing. We had some good results from that, and some observations that we are going to discuss in this session, and also decide on how we're going to move forward. Also, as well, we are also going to talk a little about our technology, since we noticed that the invite page basically leads people away from CNM Cyber. It has links and yeah, that lead people away from the CNM Cyber. And lastly, also still on technology, we need to figure out how people after registration can get automatically logged in to CNM Cyber, since we noticed that a bigger number of people who registered, they never got to come back to CNM Cyber and log in. So they just created an account and that was it. So probably let's start with the invite page. And also, I think some of the topics that I've mentioned belong to technology board. So maybe just to raise them and then
Mhm.
they can be discussed on the next on the technology board.
Can we do technology board with you immediately after our this like community board? Because
Yes.
Natalia texted me that she will be available in like in 50 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay. Hmm. That's fine. Sure. 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 Okay, so probably I may share the screen and
mhm.
yeah. So this is the homepage, and some of the it has links like AI Nuts, Kenya X, Wise Next, Educaship, the YouTube only register button is what we need here, and also when we look at this text, it's not targeting the students. Probably maybe we need to add a little bit of information of what they need to, what they will expect, what they will get, why we're doing this, something like that. So what's your take on this?
Mhm.
Yeah, because this is one of the observation I noticed. Like if it's for the kids, we need to get some more information about what they are doing in this page, basically.
This is kind of general invite page, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
This should be like not only for students.
Yes.
This should be for students. So like we have four different categories of people
Mm-hmm,
who may get to it, as far as I can see.
mm-hmm.
One will be um, somebody who is looking for specific experience,
Yes.
like Derek, right?
Mm-hmm.
It could be some which we call like career explorers,
Yes.
like you proposed.
Mm-hmm.
It can be potential partners,
Mm-hmm.
and it can be potential contractors, like Rick,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
So maybe to make kind of this page just for students only,
Mm-hmm.
I see kind of we either need to explain
Mm-hmm.
or
Mm-hmm.
possibly
Mm-hmm.
we need to divide, we need to create kind of 4 different invite pages.
Or
I see
can
no, I don't see kind of invite page as more like a technical page.
mhm.
If you really, really feel like we need to have like this invite page,
Not basically for
you
can
see,
uh-huh.
you see what is kind of what is their kind of their.
Because
I would say I would keep centralized page. I would keep kind of centralized page,
yes,
but
yes.
you basically we can accommodate registration just like through the WordPress. Can
What
we do it
what is
like let's say
uh-huh.
if we send people to Kenya X
Uh-huh.
and from Kenya X we send them to invite page
Uh-huh.
and from invite page they never got to CNM Cyber is
Uh-huh.
what you're saying.
Yes, yes. From the after registration, because the numbers that we had um, before advertising was 31 3198, and the number after advertising up to this point we have 3211, so about 20 registered members, and only 5 got to log into CNM Cyber. So probably they, after registration, they didn't know what else to do or where to go. And my thinking is probably we can update this invite page to accommodate all these groups of people, like share a bit of information about how
I don't know.
uh-huh.
I have no opinion. Honestly, I have no opinion.
Mhm.
I agree to try.
Okay.
Um, like what see, I
Mhm.
see no like right now we created artificially separate steps. We
Yes.
send people to applet.net. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know whether you are aware or not,
Mm-hmm.
but we can do registration in applet. So let's say we can link, and probably so like WordPress already linked. We
Mm-hmm.
can do like people who register, let's say on KNX,
Yeah.
and they will be able to get to CNM Cyber.
Directly.
But we have right now, like, yeah, I feel like it's possible to create.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
is possible to create, at least like technically.
Yeah.
And we can make like specific, like invite pages specifically for students, like career explorers.
Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
call them this way
Yeah.
with some promotion. Or we can list like different categories here.
Yes. Yes.
Probably it will no, it will overwhelm their the page.
Mm-hmm.
Another alternative can be.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, did you ask this question to ChatGPT or something else? Maybe it will suggest what to do.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know. We have your assumptions,
Mm-hmm.
what happens to people who register,
Yeah.
but we don't have people who actually registered and can share their kind of their experience.
Mm-hmm.
So right now we act on your assumptions,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't have actual data like from you
Correct.
just you have your observations,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't know what these people feel or think, or maybe
What?
they register then they realize that it is not for them, or we don't know who these people are.
Correct.
To capture kind of this first people, like first people's experiences,
Mm-hmm.
because we acted based on, you say, oh, Derek went there and he succeeded and everything is okay, right?
Yes.
And eventually it may be the case or may not,
Mm-hmm.
because Derek was not like really, really representative. It was only one.
Correct.
So we can actually need to have like kind of first experience.
Mm-hmm.
I will say it can be reached either through focus group. Do you remember you collected the students
Yeah.
like for the dry run, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So imagine if we will do like normally in Washington D.C. it was called like pizza test, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know pizza test?
Yeah.
So basically, instead of this meeting, we will
Mm-hmm.
do like a pizza test,
Mm-hmm.
meaning we will buy pizza.
Yeah.
Is pizza popular in El Dorado? No.
It is. It is.
Okay, so we will buy pizza
Mm-hmm.
and post kind of, and instead of this advertising, oh, Kenny X is launching, we'll say,
Mm-hmm.
oh, Kenny X is hosting like a party.
Mm-hmm.
There, if you want to sign in for free pizza,
Mm-hmm.
kind of go there, right?
Yeah.
And we will have, let's say, 12 people, like the same number of people which you got.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we will just say, okay, now it's a task.
Yeah.
Kind of, you imagine that you're interested in this program.
Mm-hmm.
You get to our website, kind
Mm-hmm.
of try to do this and report what you found.
Mm-hmm.
This will be like a normal classic pizza test.
Correct.
Maybe we need this.
Yeah.
It is kind of one way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Another way, we can possibly outsource the whole process instead of trying to develop it on our own. We
Mm-hmm.
can possibly find some partner.
Okay.
Like we abandoned this idea, so we kind of played with this idea
Mm-hmm.
and we were abandoning it, and then we got back and kind of abandoning again.
Mm-hmm.
But we had the discussion with Eric, right,
Yeah.
in testimony school.
Yes.
Like, let's say Eric is no longer there. You can try to find Eric.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know where Eric is.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know where Eric is, right? You cannot check on LinkedIn or somewhere else.
No, but I have his contacts.
No,
Mm-hmm.
you have this contact.
Yeah.
So if he's in the industry,
Mm-hmm.
maybe we can ask him how to find some interested person, like interested group,
Mm-hmm.
interested organization which can be interested in this project and kind of can supply us with kind of students.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can go to back to, or we can write to like testimony school
Mm-hmm.
saying, oh, we had discussion like a year ago
Mm-hmm.
and we were told that kind of you had some administrative changes.
Yeah.
Kind of, can we continue? Can we continue?
Mm-hmm.
Because we didn't talk to Eric
Hello.
as a person
Yeah. Yeah.
because he was in the office. You went to the office. You didn't look for Eric. You
Mm-hmm.
look for a school, right?
Correct.
So we can possibly kind of try to re-engage with them
Mm-hmm.
because if they supply us with their learners,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it will resolve like the issue. So let's say I thought like my ideas, we had like several like ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So idea was to develop this program and then to get to try to find a partner.
Mm-hmm.
But if we cannot get students on our own,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it makes sense to find a
And the
partner.
partner. Yeah.
So it's like chicken and eggs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I I don't know. You're asking me right now like concrete questions. Oh, what should we do like on this page? I have no idea. I
Hmm.
don't know,
Okay.
and I cannot figure out. I'm completely from another
Hmm.
like bracket, bucket or bracket
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
whatever. I'm completely from the outside world. I have
Hmm.
no idea.
My
I
suggestion.
cannot
Uh-huh.
I cannot put myself in the shoes of like 16-year-old like
Hmm.
living in Eldoret.
Hmm.
I'm not. I don't know.
Okay.
I
So
I just
we still have the group of the students from the dry run. Can we use them to
yeah.
get this information? And we can maybe, instead of a pizza test, we can maybe give them some small, um, maybe cover the internet expenses for a week.
Yeah, it
Hmm.
will be. But in this case, you will not get kind of the first kind of hand, like immediate like result. So
Hmm.
we'll say maybe to combine, let's say, collect them in the same place, rent the same space,
Hmm.
kind of ask them to kind of to go to register,
Yeah.
and then say if you want to continue, we'll cover you like 1 week of expenses if you want to
Hmm.
internet access if you, let's say, dedicate 5 hours of your time
Yeah.
to come up with with the ideas.
Hmm.
I see a big benefit from people getting getting together. It can possibly done online.
Yeah.
So let's say it can possibly, we'll say, we will cover you
Hmm.
like 1 week of internet expenses.
Hmm.
We want you to log in for 1 hour, like
Hmm.
remotely with us,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
To be on the conference like we are right now,
Hmm.
and and report what is going on,
Yeah.
what you see on your screen,
Hmm.
and kind of say what inconvenience are.
Hmm.
We can possibly, by the way, it is kind of, it will be like it can be a good idea
Yeah.
if we give, instead of sending them to work on their like cell phones,
Hmm.
we can ask them to get to our VMs
Hmm.
so we can capture what is going on there. We
Okay.
can see what on their screens.
Hmm.
If Natalia can do it, I'm not sure. We have done it with Sergey before.
Okay.
I'm not sure that we can do it right now.
Uh-huh.
Or they can also they can share the screens like just on Jitsi, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's also possible
Possibility. Correct.
because it is interesting what they see kind of
Hmm.
on their screens
Hmm.
and report like immediately. And then
Hmm.
yeah, we can start screen sharing. We can start. We I didn't know that you can share the screen on mobile phone too, which is cool.
Yeah.
And let's say one session,
Hmm.
like starting the week, and then say, okay, kind of try on your own, or kind of do it something, do research,
Hmm.
and we'll collect for the second session at the
Hmm.
end of the week
Yeah.
to discuss what needs to be done. To discuss what needs to be done.
Okay.
This will be a good idea.
Hmm. So, in short, you're saying we have a conference with them and we tell them, we instruct them to try and register and they share their
Yeah,
experience. Okay.
correct.
All right. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay.
Yeah, at least like I, I, I feel like at least like we will get some data, because right now we cannot just act on the assumptions. We can,
Hmm.
but it is not kind of, it's, we are not moving, you
Mm-hmm.
know, how to say, straightforwardly.
Yeah.
We are not moving to address.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We don't know what kind of their feeling is when people kind of get there,
Mm-hmm.
what they see,
Mm-hmm.
whether the good pictures, bad pictures, what the text.
Yeah.
Another idea which I had,
Mm-hmm.
people are familiar with YouTube, right? And people know how to write the comments on YouTube and so on and so forth.
Yes.
What if instead of sending them to invite page,
Mm-hmm.
we'll send them to our channel
Mm-hmm.
and kind of, and or maybe specific video on,
Mm-hmm.
like, feature a specific video,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll say kind of, it is what we want you to do it and report what you found, right? So instead of using this like kind of invite page for as a source for information,
Mm-hmm.
because invite page doesn't have a feedback, right? So people cannot
Yeah.
write a comment,
Correct.
and on YouTube they can write the comment immediately.
Mm-hmm.
We may try to use YouTube somehow to kind of to engage people and to
Mm-hmm.
get some feedback from them.
Okay.
It's another idea. I don't know. I don't know the solutions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving different ideas.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So probably I think most effective will be having the students there, and they can try having the conference, have the students try register and report back what the experience is, and they can share what needs to be improved.
Okay,
I feel like this will be more.
let's do it.
All right. So do we need to approve the budget that the cost that
Yeah,
we have?
the same way. The same way how we did before.
Okay.
You will say the budget next,
Mm-hmm.
next time we meet
Mm-hmm.
in a week from now. You will say the budget and we will approve and go.
Okay. All right. So the next.
I want to say I'm open to many different ideas,
Mm-hmm.
and I like your idea to try different until we will find kind of the right one.
Correct.
But I'm not interested to repeating what didn't work. So let's say our experience with Eldoret Leo, kind of the first posting,
Mm-hmm.
it was kind of good, but one time. I'm not interested in continuing next week, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we need to do something next week.
Yes.
So let's try focus group. Let's try focus group.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it will be helpful.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
But yeah, and if it's kind of, if it will give kind of better results, so
Mm-hmm.
at least like some, right now you have only like your number, so how people sign in, how people get there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not kind of qualitative data, it's quantitative data. We
Yes.
don't have any qualitative data from the first experience,
Mm-hmm.
which is the concern.
Correct.
We don't have any explanations. We have only numbers,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and numbers are kind of a little bit crazy
How to
with
interpret?
regard to this, like
Yeah.
the regional.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what it is.
Correct.
I thought like one more idea was maybe just to make it popular, or maybe people from, maybe Eldoret Leo kind of use some people
Mm-hmm.
who has kind of American VPN, like to make an impression that their advertising works. I don't know. It can be anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's what we did, by the way. Kind of in Belarus, we
Mm-hmm.
normally, when we had like the first advertiser advertised the first time,
Yeah.
we we call this kind of person, say, oh, we saw your advertising in
Ah,
that newspaper, and kind of the customer felt, oh my goodness,
uh-huh.
the advertising is so effective.
Yeah.
But I did it on my own. We did it on our own.
Wow. Okay. Hmm.
But business is business, right?
Yes. Business is business.
So we, at least like right now, we have some numbers
Hmm.
like spending, how much we spent, like $25. After spending $25 or $10, I don't know how
It's
much we
10.
spent.
It's
Uh,
$10.
huh?
$10.
$10. Yeah, spending $10, we didn't lose anything. We lose very little, but we
Yeah.
didn't get
It
anything.
didn't get
Yeah,
any.
we didn't get enough too.
Hmm. That's correct. Hmm. So, on the next question, I think this is, we can move to the next.
Yeah.
All right. So, this is on the onboarding process.
Hmm.
Once we have the students on the welcome space, and you mentioned
Hmm.
that we're going to develop this on the fly. We find a way to graduate them to the Wise Next kitchen space. How is this?
Hmm.
How how did you envision creating this uh, curriculum on the fly?
We need to people kind of to come to the events. So let's say again, we need to have orientation session
Mm-hmm.
explaining what it is.
Mm-hmm.
We need to have common hour, a
Mm-hmm.
space where they will get when they have questions,
Mm-hmm.
and we need also, it's kind of the third part.
Mm-hmm.
We also need them to say that I'm interested in,
Mm-hmm.
and when they say I'm interested in,
Mm-hmm.
so I know I read what you wrote, I understand what you want me to understand.
Yes.
I have no longer questions.
Mm-hmm.
How can I get started, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And we need to send them somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like here also, I don't know, and I said it before,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the process is. And we discussed that we will probably get the ideas from the people who will be joining
Correct.
us.
Correct.
But I would just like one of the idea
Mm-hmm.
is just to show them the list of the products
Okay.
and say, this is our products.
Mm-hmm.
We want you to analyze
Mm-hmm.
to see what's wrong
Mm-hmm.
and compare with the competitors or kind
Mm-hmm.
of other similar websites
Mm-hmm.
and state what needs to be improved. The same thing which we just discussed with Invite Page. Invite Page is a
Yes.
product as well.
Correct. Correct.
So basically, our goal is to ask them to do the work which we will be asking kind of
Mm-hmm.
this test drive participants.
Yeah.
This is our product.
Mm-hmm.
Test this product.
Mm-hmm.
If you see improvements, say about it.
Okay.
If you see no improvements,
Mm-hmm.
check other products.
Yeah.
This is the list of our products which we're working right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And we need to continue until we have someone who will until someone who will say, yes, I see the idea.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
see that this must be improved, or this must be better, or whatever.
Correct.
So our products include. welcome space,
Mm-hmm.
common hour,
Yeah.
invite page,
Mm-hmm.
10x website,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes, yes, yes.
If they have ideas,
Mm-hmm.
welcome. If they don't have ideas,
Mm-hmm.
we can do it the same with your dry run like participants.
Yeah.
When they register, when they got to welcome space,
Mm-hmm.
when they understand that the common hour exists
Yeah.
and understand the common hour purpose,
Mm-hmm.
have some orientation session, basic information, right?
Yes.
And they say, we're ready, right? We are ready to get started.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to have this kind of this, it might be a pool. I don't know how it should be. It should be kind of something. We can ask kind of people ask the question. So we discussed before. We can do like this, the first pool,
Mm-hmm.
what you're interested in. Are you who you are? Are you career explorer? You
Yeah.
are
Mm-hmm.
like specialty kind of work experience
Mm-hmm.
seeker.
Mm-hmm.
You would like to partner,
Mm-hmm.
or you uh, want to propose your services
Yes.
in exchange for money, right?
Correct.
So one of four.
Mm-hmm.
And those people who say, I would like to explore careers,
Mm-hmm.
then we need to send them this list. Okay, we understand you want to explore careers.
Mm-hmm.
We start with product analysts. It's our kind of sequence, right?
Yeah.
As a product analyst,
Mm-hmm.
this is the list of our products.
Mm-hmm.
Can you review any of them?
Mm-hmm.
Compare,
Mm-hmm.
say what you don't like,
Yeah.
and say what you like, what you don't like, what you see the improvements can be.
Mm-hmm.
And if you pick your product or have the idea, we will give you 10 hours,
True.
like one week of internet expenses,
Mm-hmm.
and let's say 10 hours a week for the first 10 or
Mm-hmm.
best 10 kind of students, right?
Yeah. That's right.
And in this way, we will kind of get something moving, something going on.
Yeah. So
After they say, "Oh, after they say, "Oh, I like to work on this,"
mm-hmm.
like this will be another kind of challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say I remember our experience with Brian, right? Brian from Kissy,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and he said, "Oh, it makes idea kind of in our like in our common hour to ask people, do
Mm-hmm.
you feel are you comfortable with the format? Do you feel like it can be improved somehow?"
Yeah.
And I like his idea and say, "Oh, can you work on this?"
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Yeah, I want to work on this." And I say, "Okay, kind of, we'll give you 10 hours for working on this idea."
Mm-hmm.
And instead of working on this idea, he abandoned it and he started working on he wanted to work, what is his interest.
Yeah.
So it can be kind of the second part,
Mm-hmm.
because if we say, okay, we like your idea, kind of work on your idea.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be something which will say, okay, we gave you 10 hours,
Yeah.
but you actually didn't do anything on
Correct.
this idea.
Yeah.
And you did something completely,
Different.
like, completely out of the scope.
Mm-hmm. So
That is why I'm saying it will be the process.
no, like
Yeah.
we can use the proposals. Like even in this proposal, they will also include the acceptance criteria of what they are going to work on, so we can compare what they've done with the
It
proposal.
is not. It is not. It's not. You see, with this like analysis, it's not any. You
Hmm.
cannot create acceptance criteria
Hmm.
because it's like hourly. We don't know what they will
Come
get,
on here.
what they will say.
Oh, yeah.
But I will say
Hmm.
it is only like hourly. We can say, okay, work on this idea, but we will pay only for work on this idea,
Correct.
not on anything else.
Yes, true, true.
Uh, by the way, you open this page right now, kind of
Hmm.
whatever is like. If you see, I like that you changed this to CNM Cyber.
Hmm.
Actually, I disagree that this CNM Cyber. It must be called cnmcyber.com
Oh.
because CNM Cyber and cnmcyber.com is different things.
Hmm.
It's like one thing. Secondly,
Hmm.
the page is kind of overloaded, and I mentioned it before,
Hmm.
overloaded with absolutely unnecessary information.
Correct.
My spaces, dashboard, people,
Hmm.
spaces, calendar, Jitsi Meet new,
Hmm.
Jitsi Meet new, right?
Yeah.
Tasks. What are these? Notifications.
Hmm.
Like people will be opening, I don't know, you say people who will be open first time, they will not see it. Okay, I will try.
Hmm.
I will try just open like under I'm starting the private session.
Okay.
Maybe you say you cannot see it if you are in private window.
Hmm.
Have you tried? Have you tried in the private window or no?
No.
Because the page which you are showing, which you are sharing with me right now,
Hmm.
it's not the page which we need to discuss. We need to discuss what our first comers
Yeah.
see here, right?
Correct. Yes.
It's the first thing.
Yeah.
And after they register, they need to get to the welcome space directly.
Correct.
So the page which you're sharing shouldn't exist generally.
Hmm.
It should exist just like for like information purposes under the welcome tab within the welcome space.
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't
This.
know.
Uh-huh.
My internet is not good.
Okay.
Yeah, I cut you off. You started saying something.
Yeah, I wanted to clarify. Like you mentioned, this page should exist in the welcome space, not where
For
it's
the for the
right
for
now.
their for the for their for the for their like for the situation awareness kind of yes, but the page you invited should be for unregistered users.
Yes, correct. Hmm.
You are invited for unregistered users.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Yes.
And after registration, people needs to go to the welcome space.
Correct.
And this page for the registered should be sitting somewhere on kind of welcome tab of welcome space.
Hmm. We have.
But kind of the page as you showed it,
Hmm.
yeah, shouldn't exist. We probably have it like welcome space.
Hmm. Yes, we have a welcome.
It's probably like for yeah, it's kind of where it should be possibly.
Hmm. This is the welcome page, the welcome space.
Maybe not. No,
Hmm.
kind of I still with KNX dash. I don't know. My internet is not working.
Hmm.
We have several transitions, like
Yeah.
so-called like conversions, right? We
Hmm.
need to convert people who get to KNX.
Yes.
to people who get to invite page. We
Yeah.
need to convert people who get to invite page to
Mm-hmm.
people who register, right?
Yeah.
And we need to convert people who got registered
Mm-hmm.
to do something on welcome space if they got to the welcome space. But I
Okay.
don't know what kind of whether it's correct, whether it's correct.
That's correct. So as I mentioned earlier, Natalia was researching on how after registration people can automatically be logged into the welcome space.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
it
So
should be easy.
okay.
It should be relatively easy.
Mm-hmm. So here we can.
When I wrote the first version of Applet.net,
Yeah.
it was kind of, I remember it was like two windows.
Mm-hmm.
One window was where the students should go after they register,
Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay.
and it was kind of a stand. It was like a it's what within the program. The
Oh.
program was changed a couple of times,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think that they took the functionality out.
Okay.
Also, I don't know. What is this like CNM Cyber slash P slash 4? I see like URL address. It's not helpful too.
Yeah.
P it like probably for page.
Uh-huh.
Instead of 4, it should be something. Instead
Ah.
of 4, it should be invite or kind of something.
Oh, okay.
Again, it is kind of what I see. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but we need like students eventually, where they like to create experience for them,
Mm-hmm.
not to think, not to give them additional like clickables
Yes.
which are not like representatives.
Mm-hmm.
So you mentioned AI nerds.
Yeah.
If they click on AI nerds, what they will get?
They'll get the
So if they got something meaningful, we need to kind of move it, right?
mm-hmm.
If they don't get anything meaningful,
Mm-hmm.
we need to substitute with something else.
Yeah.
By the way, kind of the YouTube channel is our product as well,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we can list our in our products.
Mm-hmm.
So there is something which we are missing, and we don't know what. And my proposal is just to find it out.
Yeah.
We have 2 minutes.
All right. Yeah, I think that's about it. That's about it that we I had for us. And maybe one last thing is about where to be posting our minutes for these meetings. So the previous minutes for the last week meetings, I post them on community board space
Community board space. Community board space. Community board space is the best place.
on the wiki page. So on the wiki
My
here.
okay, that's cool.
hmm So can we keep this like keep the minutes on the wiki?
Yeah, of course. Wiki is kind of the best place.
Okay.
It should be some category for our meetings, and all. It was already category.
Hmm.
My internet is not working. Kind of, I mean, for like in the office, internet is not
Uh-huh.
working right now. I don't know what happened, so I
Yeah.
cannot see it. But
I see we
yeah,
have the
meetings. You see
yeah.
meetings.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of
Okay.
here. It should be all the meetings.
All right. I'll transfer them to the meetings.
Yeah.
All right. That's about it.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kevin, for
Thank,
organizing and
thank you.
recording and posting. I like